Hey, how's it going, pop collectors out there? My name's David, and I'm just going to share with you a quick video that I'm making with some shelf ideas to store your Funko Pops. I started collecting a few months ago, and I do unboxings around the house. We make a joke of it with the kids and everything, and they suggested that I should make a channel. The first thing I'm going to share with you is how to build these shelves, but if I get some views on this video, who knows, I might go ahead and start an actual channel to show some of the deals that I get on Funko Pops and other cool ideas for storage and things of that nature. Now, this is going to be a simple solution to build some shelves to store your Pops. You can do it by yourself, and again, it's quick and easy, it's inexpensive. I'm using some old boards that I found around the house. They're about maybe 6 inches deep. I'll probably eventually get around to painting them and things of that nature. But these are 6 feet long and just under 6 feet deep, actually. So they'll store like one pop, whether you face them forward or sideways. They'll store like one pop, and then you can put quite a few on these shelves. Now, they do sell boards like this at Lowe's and Home Depot. I think I bought an 8-foot board for another project, same depth, but it was 8 feet long. That one was only around $10 for the board. And I used some simple little brackets here to hold them up. Now, I paid, I think, $1.50 for these, each one of these at Lowe's. But Amazon, if you buy them in bulk, 10 or 20, you can get them down to like 80 cents each. And then I'm just using some random screws that I have around the house. Now, in saying that you can do this by yourself, the main reason you can do that is you don't need anybody to help you hold the boards, keep them in place, because of a simple idea that I had. I used the old Rock Band box as the base. I put the lowest shelf on top of that Rock Band box. Now, if you want that shelf to be higher or lower, you can use anything that'll support the shelf, but go ahead and put it on the floor, get it in position, use a level just to check and make sure that it's even. You can put some paper or sugar packets or whatever under the corner to actually hold them in place. I use the sugar packets because that's what people always do with a table or something that's out of place. But you get your box, use it as a base. You put your first board in place, which I've already done here. This was already mounted on the bottom to hold it in place. I just need to throw a couple screws in the top to put this in place. I leave it loose just to make sure that it's level before I fully secure everything in place. So to do this, of course, you'll need the boards. You'll need something to use as a base, a drill to put the screws in, a stud finder so that you can mount these brackets to the studs themselves, a level, you need some screws, and I'm going to actually use these sorter boxes that anybody that buys Pops or collects Pops, generally they come from Hot Topic or directly from Funko. You get these cool sorter boxes. I save them just, have them in case I need to get a duplicate and I need to sell something online or ship something to a friend. I keep all these duplicate boxes. But essentially what I use the sorter boxes for is to set the height of the actual shelf. I'll put these on both ends. Actually, it's a good idea to put it, since I know where the stud is, I'll put it over a little bit because that's where we're going to work to get the stud in. Get your sorter boxes. I'm going to go 3 high on these. So you go ahead and stack your sorter boxes in place. Take your board that you're going to use for your shelf. Get it stacked up. I'm just going to eyeball it just to check the actual alignment of it according to the other shelf. Or actually I can just use this one. 2. All right, get that in place. And we are good. Now, of course, with the sorter boxes, since the Pops go inside, you'll be able to get those 3 Pops on the shelf, and then you'll have like a little bit of clearance, so that way it's not too tight to get them in place. From here, now that you have your second shelf in place, I did the same thing with the first shelf using the Rock Band box as a base. So did the same thing with the first shelf. Get my drill in position, get my screws close and handy. So now I'm going to use my stud finder and locate the stud, which I already know the general area because I already did the bottom shelf. All right, that's the center of our stud. I'm just going to put a piece of tape right there to mark it. I want that to be vertical though, or close as possible to it. Find our other stud, another piece of tape. And we are good. All right, so we got the other piece of tape in place. And now we're pretty much done with this shelf. Gonna grab my screws, grab my drill. And the screw sizes do vary. I use a slightly longer screw to go into the actual stud than the one I'm gonna put into the bottom of the shelf because I don't want it to poke through the other side. I'll grab a couple of my brackets, which I put over here. Now, 2 brackets will support the weight for these just fine. Eventually, I'll probably go back and just throw another one in the middle just for the sake of being a little bit extra sure. Put the bracket in position, remove the tape, grab my screw, and grab my drill. Yeah, that'll happen sometimes, but as long as you get it vertical, you'll be in good shape. All right, that screws in to hold that in place. Toss my level back up here just to give it a quick check and make sure we're still good, which we are. So I'm gonna go ahead and put another couple screws in to secure the rest of this bracket in place. And again, this is quick and easy. I mean, I looked at a lot of different solutions to get these pops organized a little bit better because I started collecting a few months back and, you know, I find good deals, so my collection got out of hand pretty quick and I had some really good ones double stacked behind others. And, you know, if you're going to buy this kind of stuff, you want to see it. So I say, you know what, I need to get some shelves put up so I can get these things spread out so I can actually appreciate my collection. And again, like I said, this was a quick and easy idea that does the trick. So right now, because we have the sorter boxes in place and just to keep the video as short as possible, I'm just gonna put the actual brackets in just to get them in place. And then I'll show you the finished project for my original shelves that I built a few weeks back. Get our bracket in place, remove the tape, we know where the stud is. And drop those screws. Grab our drill. And again, like I say, you can do this by yourself. So it's not one of those things to where you have to grab a buddy to help you out, wait on somebody to show up, you know. You can just knock it out by yourself in your free time. As you can see, it only takes a moment to get this taken care of, and you'll be sorting and organizing your pops in the And just like that, this shelf is in place. At this point, you'd want to go ahead and do your top screws, which I'm just going to put one to hold it in place, just so I can go ahead and show you with the actual rock band box out removed and the sorter boxes removed. Just going to throw one screw in the top here. Hold that in place, and let's see here. Actually, I'm gonna use a couple of these guys. Yep. There we go. Use the wrong screw on that side, so it was about to poke through the top, which you don't want to do. And done. At this point, you can remove your sorter boxes. Get those out of here. Use those for something else in the future, or for the top shelf, which I'll do here shortly. And need one more over here. Get your rock band box out of here. And there you go. Quick and easy shells for your pops. Pretty sturdy. I still have to put 2 more screws in on either side of the brackets to hold those in place. But they're sturdy. They'll hold your pops in place. And just for the sake of showing you that's my infinity collection. That's a whole nother story. But just to show you the finished product, these I actually went 4 high on. Same concept. These are the 8-foot boards I mentioned from Lowe's. And you can store tons of pops. Some of them I went sideways on. Some of my favorites I faced to the front. Got some 6-inch ones on top. Threw some 10 inches on the floor. Movie moments and a couple of other ones down there that had awkward sizes. I didn't want to have it too much randomness going on in the actual collection there. But again, quick and easy shells. If you like the video, feel free to ask questions, comment. You know, if you guys really think I should start a channel, let me know. You know, my kids think I should. I find deals all the time. I'll share those deals and things of that nature, do some unboxings. Have pretty good luck with chases sometimes when I order them online. But again, if you want to see more videos like this, have questions about the shelves, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. And I put a little bit more effort into it, make the videos more polished and all that cool stuff. So let me know what you think. All right, take it easy.